Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be working again on functions, determining if something is a function and finding the perimeters of figures and the differences between those perimeters. So first off, let's start here. Let's remind ourselves that it says determine if the data is a function and explain why or why not. Remember, functions mean that the x values do not repeat. Well, this that you're seeing in the first thing is called mapping, okay? These bubble-looking things are mapping. In the first bubble is the x, and the second is the y. Well, that we should know that as well because we have independent and dependent. What I like to do to figure out if things are a function or not when they're written in mapping is I'm going to write them as an ordered pair. -5, and the line for -5 goes to -8. The next one is -3, and the line for -3 goes to -8. Then I have -1, and the line goes to -4, 1, and it goes to 0. Well, now that I have them written down, now I like to take my highlighter and I'm going to highlight all my x values. When you look at all these x values right here, do any of them repeat? No, they don't repeat. So if they don't repeat, this is a function. As long as the x numbers do not repeat. So now let me go and let me have you do the we do. So pause the video, see how you do. What I would do first is write them out as ordered pairs. All right, what you should have done is writing them as an ordered pair. I have -5, and that line is going to -8. Well, there's another line coming off of the -5. So it's -5, -4. Then I have -3 and 0, and -1 and 4. Well, as I go and I highlight my x values, do any of these numbers repeat? Why, yes, the -5s do. Because those repeat, this is not a function. It is not a function. Make sure you have that down, and then let's go and we're going to do the next ones. So let me erase my board. All right, as I go up here, this time I have equations. So I need to go, and the easiest thing to do is to go into Desmos, and let's put it into the calculator. Let's see here. If you don't have it, you can get there by Clever. I have posted, where's my material here? I posted the link, so I'm going to pull up my Desmos. And let's go in and, what was it? Y equals 12 divided by x. Y equals 12 divided by x. And I'm going to look at this function right here. I'm going to zoom out of it a little bit. And let's look at it. When I look at this graph, if I do the vertical line test and I draw a vertical line, do any of these values, does any of the values, I say repeat, but does a vertical line go through two of the functions? In two places. And if I look right here, it looks like they might, but see, this is actually what's called an asymptote. It's never going to actually touch this axis. So it's never going to touch it. If I draw a vertical line, it's only going to touch my function in one spot. So that means, yes, it is a function. So now let's look and see on the second one. It says y equals 3x plus 5. So if I go here, y equals 3x, oh, that's a 2, 3x plus 5. So if I go and look at this, it's a well, it's not a vertical line, it's a linear line. It's from left to right, it's increasing and it's going up. If I draw a vertical line anywhere on here, up and down, it's only going to touch my function once. So this one again means that in this case, it is a function as well. So when you have the equations, you would want to put them in the calculator. All right, so let me erase this and let's go down and look at the next section. Oh, wait, I gotta go the other way. Right here, it says rectangle ABC has a length represented by 7x plus 7 and a width represented by the expression x plus 6. Rectangle RSTU has a length represented by the expression x plus 1 and a width represented by the expression x plus 5. What is the expression to represent the difference in the perimeters of rectangle ABC and rectangle RSTU? Well, first, anytime you have a problem like this, you need to draw a picture. For us to draw a picture, I know that it says a rectangle. So I'm going to draw my rectangle and I'm going to label it A, B, C, D. I'm just going to go around A, B, C, D. I kind of just went in a big circle. Okay, so now I'm going to label my sides. It says the length is 7x plus 7. The width is x plus 6. Now, I want to label all my sides because when I find perimeter, when we find perimeter, it's adding up all the sides. So the top and the bottom are the same, and right and left are the same. So I labeled them. So now let's go over and let's do the other rectangle. What are the letters for the other rectangle? Well, it's R, S, T, U. You need to do it the same way. And it says this time the length is x plus 1. So if the top is x plus 1, the bottom is x plus 1. And the width is x plus 5. So I'll do x plus 5 and x plus 5. Okay, so now we've drawn our two rectangles and it wants to know the difference in the perimeters. Remember, difference means to subtract. So first, let's find, let me move this up a little bit. Let's find the perimeter of each figure. So right here in the first one of A, B, C, D, I have 7 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1, which is 14, 15, 16. 16x. Then add your units. 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7. What is that? 13 and 13. I bet it is 26. Yep, sure is. Plus 26. So there's the perimeter of the first one. We're still not done though. Now we have to find the perimeter of the second. Let's add up all our x's. 2, 3, 4. 4x. And then 5, 1, 5, and 1. Add those all up, and that gives us 12. So it's plus 12. All right, we found our two perimeters. Now we need to find the difference. So you're going to take the first one, 16x plus 26, minus the second one, 4x plus 12. Well, the first part will stay writing as normal, 16x plus 26. This is a minus sign in between it. It's like a -1, and you have to distribute it. So now I get negative 4x minus 12. Okay, so now we have to combine like terms. So I'm going to put 16x minus 4x. That gives me 12x. Then 26 minus 12 is 14, so it's plus 14. This is my answer. This is the difference between the two rectangles, the perimeters of the rectangle. So if you don't have this written down already, you can pause the video and write it down. And then you're going to move down. I'm going to erase mine in a second, but we're going to move down and I want you to try and do the we do. I want you to do the other problem and see if you can do that one, just like I did this one. So let me see. Let me pause it for us for a second. Maybe. go back here and let's pause. All right, back to what we were doing here. So let me erase my screen. And let's move this up, and let's right here, if you have not done it already, I want you to pause the video and try and do this. And if you're stuck on what to do first, let's read through it. The rectangle KLMN has a length represented by the expression 10x plus 3 and a width represented by the expression 2x plus 3. Rectangle RSTU has a length represented by an expression 5x plus 2 and a width represented by the expression 2x plus 1. What is the expression to represent the difference in perimeters of rectangle KLMN and RSTU? So try and draw the picture first. So if you're really stuck and confused, try and draw the picture like I did first. So you can pause the video, do that, and come back and see if you did that right. So I'm going to make my rectangle, my first one, KLMN. The length is 10x plus 3. So up here is going to be 10x plus 3. Down below is 10x plus 3. The width is going to be 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. Hopefully you did that right. Now if we do the next one, it is R, S, T, and U. The length is 5x plus 2, 5x plus 2, and then the sides are 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1. Now, after you draw the pictures and labeled them, did you find the perimeter? If not, do that now. Remember, perimeter means to add up all the sides. So in the first one, 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2 gives me 22x. Then 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That gives me 12. Now if I do the perimeter of the other one, and again, at any time you can pause the video and see if you can do it and then come back and check. 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. That gives me 14x. Then add your units together. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, which gives me 6. There are my two perimeters. Now the problem asked me to find the difference. Remember, difference means to subtract. So I'm going to take 22x plus 12 minus 14x plus 6. Well, when you do that, the first part stays the same, 22x plus 12. Negative 1 minus, or that minus is the same as a negative 1, and so I'm going to multiply everything behind it in the parentheses behind it. So it becomes negative 14x and minus 6. From here, we need to combine like terms. 22x minus 14x, 22 minus 14 is 8x. 12 minus 6 is positive 6. This is your answer.